Nothing in 2. Davis taking his time before this pitch. Now he winds. Here it is, and it's high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bulldogs' next game will be on Tuesday at Brantley County. 6 o'clock start. Bulldog pregame show at 5:50. Of course, tonight we started 5 minutes early, which chopped the pregame show basically in half. Pitch missed. 2 balls, 2 strikes. See, in high school baseball, you don't start at a time like 6 or 5:55. You start when everybody's ready. And that could be any time. 2-2 is low. Tyler coming back has made it full. Luke has walked 7 times this season. He walked 6 last, so he's at a quicker pace walking this year than last. And that's what the Bulldogs want, to get that leadoff hitter aboard. Down 4-2, top of the 7th. Here's the pitch, and it's low, ball 4. How about Tyler Luke? Down to the count, no balls and 2 strikes. Fouled off a pitch, deep right side, and now ends up earning his 8th walk of his senior season. Well, walks have scored in this ball game. Here's Cole Dowd. He singled his first time up and was stranded on the base paths. He's reached on a fielder's choice and an error. So he's been on base 3 times. Lefty-lefty in this situation. First pitch to Cole, off-speed strike. 0-1. Cole with 11 base hits. He's been cranking out the hits. You know, he can beat out an infield if it's a close play. We saw that at Tatnall. There's a throw to first base. And Tyler Luke running for himself is back. Cole's had at least a hit in these games in a row. Pierce, Swainsboro, Tatnall, Savannah, Dodge, and tonight against the Appling County Pirates. The longest hitting streak of the season for a Bulldog. 0-1 pitch. Getting away, Tyler Luke gets a late start, but he'll run down to second easily. No throw. So he's in scoring position. That'll take away the double play ball. That's good. 1 ball, 1 strike. Dowd has had some real good swings since joining the varsity this season, going to the opposite field. He really seems to be able to just guide the ball over the head of the third baseman. But here he's facing a left-handed pitcher, and he steps in with a count 1 ball and 1 strike. Bulldogs down 4-2, top of the 7th. Nobody out. Tyler Luke off the second base bag. Davis taking too much time for Cole Dowd's taste. He'll ask for time, take a little practice swing, and get ready to go again. These Appling County pitchers will make you wait. 1-1. Curveball's hit into the air into left field. Let's see if this one will drop in. It does for a base hit right behind the third base bag. Tyler Luke is going to stop at third. Cole Dowd is going to race to second. The tying runners are in scoring position as Dowd has stroked another big opposite field hit. He's 2 for 4 in the ball game. Well, he did what I was kind of hoping he would do. Went backside, just a real even swing, and he's got that down pat, whether it be a righty or a lefty on the hill. So Cody Dowd, you got to be happy up at Atlanta. Your brother's come through again, and he's doing it for you. He's wearing that number 5, your old number. Here's Nick Curtis. Nick is 0 for 3 today. He started a double play, 5-4-3, and made a great catch on a foul ball. Nobody out, runners on second and third. First pitch to Nick, swings and misses. Looked off speed to me, strike 1. Nick will step out, collect himself, enter the game hitting .270. He's driven in 7 runs, second best on the team behind Tyler Luke's 12 RBIs. And the 0-1 pitch is a little bit high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Logan McGowan due up next for the Bulldogs. That'll be a lefty-lefty matchup. Curtis, of course, a right-handed hitter. Dawgs on second and third. Dowd on second. Luke on third. Nobody out. And the Bulldogs down by 2. Top of the 7th. Here's a pitch. Swing and a miss. Had a good swing. Didn't make contact. Steps out, looks down at the ground. Now at head coach Brian Fitzgerald in the coaching box at third. Readjusts his batting gloves as he'll re-enter the batter's box. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Stacy Davis gets the sign from Jake Britt, who started the game at second. Pitch is low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Remember, Tyler Luke was down no balls, 2 strikes to lead off the 7th. It worked Davis for a walk. Dowd stroked, I guess, a double. That's what we'll call it, on a 1-1 pitch. Now it's 2-2, and Curtis will take time. Micah Rent started this pattern in this ball game of taking a lot of time between pitches with runners on base, and so if you're a batter, you try to control the situation, you take time. Curtis steps back in. 2-2 to the dish, pops it up in the air, but out of play. Just reaching for that one. Had a swing at it, couldn't take it. Luckily it went out of play. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bulldogs, of course, playing good baseball as of late. They beat Swainsboro last Thursday, lost a 1-run game at Tatnall, came back and run ruled Savannah on Tuesday, and then beat Dodge County. It's going to be on Monday and beat Dodge County on Tuesday. Here's a pitch line to the left field for a base hit. Tyler Luke is clapping. He's going to score. And here comes Cole Dowd running hard, and he scores. And the Bulldogs have tied it up in the top of the 7th inning. Nick Curtis with a big hit with 2 strikes. Boy, that was a nice, solid swing. He had one of those earlier and did not make contact, and that pitch seemed to be up in the zone, and he definitely made contact. And the Bulldogs have tied the game. They've scored the last 4, 2 in the 5th and 2 in the 7th. Going to bring up Dalton McBride. Started off the game as the starting catcher, of course, but being DH for by the left-handed hitting Christian Conley. But when Davis came in, Conley, of course, the lefty, came out of the ballgame as a hitter. And McBride hit for himself. He struck out first time up. He needs to make contact, try to bunt, and fouls it back this way. That was a safety squeeze there. Strike 1. 4-4 in the top of the 7th. Coming up for Appling in the bottom of the 7th inning will be Jeremy Norris. He's a number 6 hitter. Then Micah Rentz, who's now playing center field. And then Casey Griffin, the DH, who's driven in a pair of runs. No balls, 1 strike on the freshman Dalton McBride. This could be a big moment in his freshman season if he can come through with the infield in. Showed the bunt, the pitch, missed. 1 ball and 1 strike. So the safety squeeze was on again. 1 ball, 1 strike. The Bulldogs won a game here many years ago on a swinging bunt down the first baseline, a wild game. It was, what, 12-11? 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Reaching for that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nick Curtis with the real big hit. A 2-run single that tied the game at 4. 1 ball, 2 strikes on McBride. And he fouls off a pitch back this way. Just got it on the end of the bat. Just barely able to touch that ball and stay alive. Because once you get that second out, the infield backs up. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Sign from Brett Davis. Ready to go. Here comes his pitch. And it's fouled back again by McBride. That time fouling off a fastball. And it was below the letters. Bulldogs 4, Appling County 4. The Dogs need subregion wins like you would not believe, going 0-5 the first time around, and of course beating Dodge on Tuesday to go 1-5. So they desperately need this victory, but so does Appling. 1-2 pitch, bouncing away, but not too far, right behind home plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes. There's a lot of space behind home plate, much more than Jackie Jones. So if the ball gets away and rolls over the wall, you could score a run easily. Unless you throw it real hard and you get that ricochet. There's padding behind home plate. 2-2 pitch. Missed. 3-2. Here's another dog battling back in the count. Tyler Luke started off the frame doing so. He was down 0-2 and worked Davis for a walk. And, of course, scored the third run of the game for the Dogs. And he was clapping when he was coming home. Because I got to figure he's going to take the baseball in the bottom half of the 7th inning. Full count pitch. There's a bouncing ball through the right side for a base hit. That's going to score Nick Curtis. Dalton McBride with his biggest moment as a varsity Bulldog. A backside swing to put the Dogs up 5-4. And he did it on a 3-2 pitch after fouling off several. George Lukey reached on a fielder's choice as at first base. 2 outs. 2 balls, no strikes on Davis. He'll be swimming for a living in college. He's signed to swim at South Georgia down in Douglas. 2-0 pitch. The best junior college program in the state. Pitches low and the 5th best in the country. And several years ago, they finished 3rd. 3 balls, no strikes on Davis, who finished 13th in the 50 freestyle at the state meet. Takes a pitch, ball 4. So the Dogs have a chance to get some more with runners on first and second. D.R. Meadows coming to the plate. Meadows has popped up to second, flied out to center, walked and singled. So D.R. is 1 for 3. Still hitting .333. He has driven in 6 runs. He's 3rd in that category for the team, behind Tyler Luke and Nick Curtis. There's a strike. Curtis now has 9 RBIs, right? He had 7 coming in. Time called. Pitching coach coming out to talk to Nick Spell. Bulldogs leading 5-4, top of the 7th. The Dogs' next game will be on the road. If you want to follow the Dogs, you either go way down the road to Brantley County for a 6 o'clock game on Tuesday, or you listen on Y101 with our Bulldog pregame show beginning at 5:50. The Dogs will be at home on Friday playing the #1 team in the subregion and one of the top teams in AAA in the state, and that's Pierce County, at 5:55. And the regular season games are winding down. The battery involved in the conversation with the coach, and now we're ready to go. 0-1 on DR. Lane Adams is the #2 hitter in the lineup. He has a base hit today. Cole Dowd has 2 base hits today. He's 2 for 4. Nick Curtis has 1 base hit. Christian Conley has a base hit. George Lukey has a base hit. And how about Dalton McBride with a huge hit? 0-1 pitch. DR takes it for a strike above the belt. Seemed to be toward the outside part of the plate. No balls, 2 strikes. I guess his sister Megan is listening tonight at the University of Georgia. Wrapping up her freshman year. No balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Bouncing away, runners will move to second and third. 2 outs. It's been a long top half of the 7th. It's been a real good one for the Toombs County Bulldogs. They've rallied. They were down 4-2 coming into the frame, and now they lead 5-4. They've been involved in so many one-run games this year. Remember, opening day, Vidalia, the Dogs led 4-1. They lost 5-4 because the Indians came back in the 7th with the big rally. And then they've lost one-run games to Islands and Jenkins in crossover games, 3-2, 2-1. Losing that 2-1 game at Jenkins on a pass ball in the 8th inning. 1-2 pitch is low. The Pirate fans wanted that strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Of course, the Dogs lost a game last Friday, 5-4 at Tattnall County. They lost to Dodge, 1-0 at Dodge County to open up subregion play this year. 2-2 with 2 down. DR takes a pitch off the plate, 3-2. The Dog hitters have been very patient in this 7th inning. They've done a great job in a clutch situation. Runners on second and third for the Dogs, leading 5-4, top of the seventh. Can DR get a big base hit like he did at Vidalia last year and drive in a pair? Pokes this one up in the air to right center field. This one will drop, I think. Let's see. Dogs are running, yeah, and 2 runs will score. Yet both the center fielder and the right fielder going for the ball and had to wait to see if either one of them got to it. They didn't collide, but they crossed, and DR does go backside like he did at Vidalia last year and drive in a pair in the seventh. Insurance for the Bulldogs, who now lead 7-4, and he winds up at second base on a double. The Dogs have scored 5 in the top of the seventh inning. Meadows now with 8 runs batted in this season. And the Dogs are batting around because here's Lane Adams. Here's a pitch. Fouls it off left side and out of play. So now Tyler Luke has something to work with. A 3-run lead as he tries to win his first game of his senior season. It's hard to believe somebody with a sub-2 earned run average coming in is 0-4 with 2 no decisions, but that's the story for the senior Tyler Luke. And he scored the first run of this 7th inning. Here's a pitch, and it is high. The count 1 ball and 1 strike on Lane Adams. Tyler Luke is on deck for the Dogs. It's been a while since he's pitched in this game. This has been a real long 7th inning. Appling has had to make a pitching change. Spell comes set. Checks Meadows at second. Deals his pitch to the plate, and it's bouncing off the chest protector. DR's running anyway, and he's safe. The throw goes to third on a hop to Mason Parker. DR always checking the situation, especially when he's on the base pass. He'll take that extra base on you. You don't have to tell him to go. He's gone. 2 balls, 1 strike. Here's a pitch. Inside missing. 3-1. The Dogs have been putting themselves in great positions count-wise in this inning. Even if they're behind, they come back. A lot of 3-ball counts. 3-1. Lane Adams trying to drive in another run with the Dogs up 7-4. Here is the pitch. Fouls it back. Knocking a Coke or a Dr. Pepper down to the ground. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Lane takes a couple of practice swings. He's a Bulldogs sophomore playing second base all season. He's pitched a little, but not in a long time. His pitch for the junior varsity won him a game at Swainsboro. Lines this one into left field for a base hit that will score DR Meadows. That's a typical Lane Adams hit right there. Backside swing, not too hard, but he drives in a run. And the Dogs have batted around plus. Lane with his 4th RBI. So the Dogs, who were down 4-0 at one point, have scored 8 in a row to lead 8-4. And that'll bring up Tyler Luke, who started everything. Falling behind in the count, no balls, 2 strikes. Then he made it 1-2. And 2-2, and 3-2. They fouled off a pitch or 2, and then finally drew ball 4. And that set the table for this incredible comeback for the Dogs. Tyler hitless in the game is 0-3. And he will step in, facing a new pitcher in this inning. Nick Spell relieving Stacy Davis. Throws to first, runner back. The Toombs County Bulldogs 8, Appling County 4. Appling won the first game 5-2 at Jackie Jones. The two teams had not played since 2012 when the Dogs lost here 10-0. There's a ball hit up high into the air to left field. Back goes Cody Thomas, still going back. Does he have a beat on it? He reaches out. He didn't catch that ball. Lane Adams is running. Coming around third, takes a wide turn. The ball ricochets over to the left side, and Lane scores on the Tyler Luke double. And the Dogs lead 9-4. Tyler hit 3 home runs in the postseason last year. He hit his first one over the left field fence at Bleckley, and he hit this ball about the same part of the field, not deep enough to get it out of here. This is a deep ballpark. but he hit it a long way, and Tyler has his first hit of the game. Change. Coach coming out again. This will be his second visit with this pitcher, and he's pointing towards second base. That's Skylar Branch. I guess he'll throw, so we're going to take a break with the Bulldogs leading 10-4 in the top of the 7th, 2 down, as we have another pitching change for Appling County. We'll be back with more Bulldog baseball on Y101. Are you kidding me? 52 minutes. This has been a 50-minute top half of the 7th. According to the counter.
Are we going to run out of tape?
No, I got plenty. I changed things. We're good. Cole Dowd with a double and a walk. Nick Curtis with a 2-run single. Dalton McBride with a single. This ball's hit up into the air in the infield. Who's going to take care of this when the second baseman comes in? The umpire has to duck away, and there's out number 3. But the Dawgs have their biggest and most important inning of 2015. They were down 4-2. They score 8 times. They lead 10-4 going to the bottom half of the 7th as we break on Y101.